Okay, everybody. We're in the middle of week 2. We're heading into Friday and the weekend. So, I'm going to recommend, if you have not posted and responded to 2 of your classmates, please at least post your initial post, and then between now and Sunday, remember to respond to 2 of your classmates. Okay. I want to discuss something most people did very good on the journal assignment, which is to identify 3 sociological, and I'm using that word in particular, sociological theories. Okay, there are 3 of them that you had to identify, and most people did well. So if you can, you can blow past this if you're one of the people who did well. I'll show you what structural functionalism means in sociology in a minute. But there's structural functionalism. There is conflict theory, right? And there is there's basically interactionist theory, and most people did a good job of identifying it. Some of you don't realize, however, this is not a psychology class you're taking. This is a class in the sociology, I underscore that word, of social problems. So here's what happened. Many of you didn't do well. Why? Because you Googled the term functionalism. It's structural functionalism, not functionalism. So you get I get a lot of this. It's a general psychological approach that views mental life and behavior in terms of adaptation and environmental challenges. That has nothing to do with structural functionalism in sociology. Let me go back and we're gonna do this, right? Okay. We're gonna look at structural functionalism in sociology. Okay. Okay, and that goes like this. Okay, I had functionalism. If I just type in the word functionalism, okay, and I go down to sociology, okay, and most of you correctly identified this in terms of its thinking for a moment. A theory that views society as a complex but orderly and stable system with interconnected structures and social patterns. It has nothing to do with your mental anything. In fact, these theories have nothing to do with individuals. They have to do with large-scale social institutions. And some of you correctly identified that. The point I would say is, read and cite in the references whatever source you're using, and that includes the textbook. Do not use a psychological definition of the term because you Googled it and you came up with that. That's what's happening. Read the textbook. Ground whatever work you're doing first and take the time to read the textbook, right? Because what happened was also I got this. But then, I got a copy of this, of this chart here, from somebody, which was nice, okay? And it had to do with what is functionalism. But then somebody went ahead and went on and gave me, this kind of definition, about mental cognition. It has nothing to do with that. Nothing. Zero. That's not what we're discussing here. The punchline, this is a sociology class. Okay? You can bring, if you're talking about interactionism, you can bring, that's where social psychology and sociology, they kind of intersect. But read the text. Use the definitions we have for this discipline. This discipline, please. Not your philosophy class or your psychology class. read first the textbook. Okay? Because, if we get down here, I mean, I can think of functionalism in any number of ways, okay? And they have to do with, I don't want to hide that, record it. I can bring it up in a number of ways. You can talk about functionalism in terms of a body, right? And how society is a metaphor. Do not do just a Google search. Do your work and read the text. When you're done writing, cite the text. This is not a class in what you think about it. This is a class where you demonstrate your capacity to analyze, and maybe then you can make a judgment on the material predicated on your reading of the material that we're doing here. Okay? I hope everybody understands this. Have a good weekend, and I'll be diving into your discussions and responding to week 2 tomorrow, and I still have to grade week 1 discussions. Thank you.